All right guys, welcome back to the MOPBOYZ garage. Today, we're going to be saying goodbye to a scooter. We're gonna be building a new scooter, even doing a collab with another YouTuber. So we got a lot to do in this video. And as you can see here, the first thing on our plate today is the Typhoon. If you don't know about this Typhoon, this was a recent pickup that we got. It was a $300 non-running Typhoon. It was very beat up when we originally picked it up. And in that last video, we basically just stripped it all the way down to its bare bones and then got it running in this condition. It didn't ride too great because of how it's kind of set up right now with the stock carb and everything. But we did find out that this thing had a Polini 70 kit on it. So that was a big bonus. So we have a lot of potential with this bike. If you've been following along with the channel, we already had another Typhoon right here that was a 70 kit. And we've been talking about a Typhoon build on this channel since before we started the runner build. The runner build obviously pushed that back. Well, today we're gonna be taking our big first step for our Typhoon build. Now, if you don't know, for our Piaggio Typhoon build, we plan on throwing in a 94cc Rc-one Malossi engine. Great engine from Italy that is just a full race engine right off the bat. It is nasty. And years ago on the channel, we actually bought that motor, drove all the way up to Scooter Swap Shop, and then built that thing there at their shop. Threw it in a Derbi GP1 that I had, and we basically did nothing with it since. So today we will be attacking that issue with the Derbi, the Rc-one, Typhoon, and a whole lot more. So let's get into it. First order of business, we're heading to the shed right now because we have to get the Derbi out of the shed. What should we do with this thing? Leave a comment down below. What do we do with this KX100? We have a fresh motor build for it. Do we just flip it as a quick project and get it running? Do we full build it? Do we restore it as OEM? Let me know. Dun, dun, dun.
Look how close you are to that thing.
Whoa! Oh, that was almost a bad day in the slides. That would be a bad day. Somehow we have more bikes in here now than last time too. All right, we gotta get this bike out of here. And honestly, I was very happy to strip this bike down today to pieces because I was like, oh, we're gonna have so much room in the shed. It's not gonna make a difference. We need to do something with this yellow Elite. Would people want to give away a bike that doesn't have a title though? That's the only problem with that Elite. It's not like you need a title where I live here, but I wonder if people would be interested. I feel like we should give away this yellow Elite though. Yeah. It does come with a scratch. This is the Derbi GP1 here with our Malossi Rc. Wow, this thing looks beat up. What happened last time we rode this thing? Oh, okay, well, I see that we have a bigger issue. Damn, I got coolant all over my tire now. A local guy asked me a couple weeks ago if I had GP1 blinkers, and I knew I had some somewhere in a box, but I didn't feel like going through the boxes, so I just let him take them off this bike. And then that kind of started the effect of just like, ready to just get rid of this thing. So sadly, I wish we could sell this thing as like a rolling scooter, but no one even on this side of the country would even care to pick up this GP1. I guarantee it. I tried to sell one for like 2 years and no one cared to buy it. So we actually bought this one from a junkyard, a scooter junkyard here in Vegas, and then we just dropped the motor out and threw this motor right in. So, well, this is the 2002 Derbi GP1 that we have been talking about that has the 94cc Malossi crate engine in here. As you can see, we have an MHR ignition here, liquid cooled, rear disc brake, and this will be going in one of our Piaggio Typhoons. Still not exactly sure which one, but I'm sure by the end of this video, we will know that. This scooter right here was a long-lived, maybe 5 years, and maybe in total, 5 miles ridden on this engine. It's kind of crazy. Without further ado, the Derbi GP1.
When that two-stroke pop, tell me who want to smoke with us. 12 o'clock on your block, this rumor scraping, it won't stop. Make these 70s rip. This caster smell like piss. In that balance point can't miss. Get behind me, throttle up and hit.
Now I want to see if we can get one last final start on this thing. But let's see if this thing fires up. And as you saw on the title of this video, this was the fastest scooter that we had on the channel. Now the scooter that it's in right now is a very, very heavy scooter. So it makes it a little bit slower. This is still easily a 90-mile-per-hour bike. And I think last time we rode it, we got it in the high 80s, I believe. I'm gonna have to double check on that video. It's definitely got some old gas in it, but I just want to see if it even kicks over. Wow. Well, that definitely makes me feel a little worse now about stripping this thing apart today.
It has no fuel going through the line though.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shut that off because we're not getting any fuel through the line, so it's straight up running on fumes right now. I don't want to dry out that cylinder, but Still runs. That's a good sign. I might have blew the gasket in this thing last time, if I remember right. I remember something being wrong with this thing. Either way, whatever was wrong with this thing, it doesn't matter anymore because we're going to be stripping this thing completely apart. And before we do put this into our Typhoon, we will be doing a once over this engine and just resealing everything and making sure it's at top notch because it has been sitting in the shed for years and years leaking. And every time I've ever pulled it out and actually started it, it was always just abused. It's always been overheated, forgot to turn on the water pump. This thing has been through it, and I'm surprised the motor itself hasn't blown up. As far as we know, at least, once we open it up, we might see more damage. But this GP1 is now stripped all the way down to the frame. We pulled the pipe off and realized this thing felt a little bit heavier than normal, and that's when I dumped out a ton of oil and gas or whatever this may be. Maybe even the gasket on the cylinder broke and some of it is coolant. Who knows? We'll have to find that out later when we strip the motor down. All right, update on the Derbi GP1. We have the RC1 out of the bike now. It's on the table here. But now that it's here on the table, I will definitely be cleaning this thing up and then get this thing ready for teardown because we're going to open this thing up just to make sure everything is good. There's been a lot of signs with this GP1 that kind of scared me for this motor. Just now, especially with that exhaust pipe being full. Yet again, but that is later to come. This is what the GP1 now looks like. So we have it down to completely just raw frame. And then this is everything else for the GP1. This is kind of crazy of how many pieces go together for this scooter. There's so many panels and little parts that belong on this scooter. That was a gnarly car crash. He was for sure trying to drift. We heard it all. Holy smokes, dude. All right, now we have a GP1 yard art here, and we have a whole junkyard of GP1 pieces scattered across the yard. The GP1's gonna lie until we figure out what we're gonna be doing with that thing. We got radiators and gas tanks and all the rest of the GP1 pieces scattered amongst the yard, but that is it for the GP1 for now. See that right there? That is a radiator sitting on our Typhoon. That's right, we're getting a mock-up right now, trying to figure out a little bit of the RC1 swap, and honestly, this thing looks like it's gonna be very easy. Now, my question is, should we even bother trying to put the panels on this thing, or should we make this thing a gutted Typhoon like my boy Dirt Bike Rods and put the RC1 in here? That's what we gotta figure out, boys. Our RC1 is sitting here on the table now. We are gonna open this thing up and double check everything is healthy on here, but we're obviously gonna have to wait for a new gasket kit to come in before we really tear into this motor. But our MHR pipe is sitting here. This thing looks pretty beat up. Not gonna lie, for this bike maybe having 20 miles on this engine since we built this thing 5 years ago. But yes, this is the start to the Piaggio Typhoon build on the channel that many of you have been waiting for. This is gonna be a 94cc. This is gonna be an absolute ripper, and I cannot wait to get more done on this. But you will see the videos on this coming on the channel very, very soon. But of course, we have to finish up our runner first. And I wanna give you guys a little update on the runner. For those of you in this video who obviously are going to be asking, where is the runner? And right now, we got the front brake dialed in on here. We got the brake line in the last video, as you saw. We got that hooked up now, and that is all bled. So we do have front and rear brakes working, which makes me feel a lot better about doing some faster runs on this thing now, because it was getting a little bit sketchy last time, especially when we found out we had oil on the tire, and that's why we weren't able to really slow down. It was getting sketchy, boys. But just because I'm curious, let's pull this spark plug out real quick and see how this thing's looking. It's obviously gonna be completely soaked. This thing was full of oil, man. Oh yeah. It's not even that used, it's just completely soaked. And like I mentioned, we have a full part out now to list on the website and on eBay. So if any of you are watching this video right now and you need any of these parts before I list them, make sure to hit me up on MOPBOYZ Instagram, see if I have these parts available. But while I get to work on listing all those parts and tagging all those parts to list online, but you guys don't have to watch all that because we're actually gonna be going on a ride with Raw Stunts, and you guys get to check that out right now. We are out here with two hay bike villains now. We got Raw Stunts out here in Las Vegas. We're at the pump track. We're gonna give these things a try. Just got hooked up. You see it. Hey, let's go. 52 volts, double the bike. Let's see what we got. We're gonna try a couple trains today.
Did you cut your brakes?
No, I didn't. Do you just unplug it or you just cut it? Hey, you have something to cut mine with? Oh, like that. You Bam. That's it. That's all we needed, boys. Damn, these things look pretty steep, actually. Oh, this track is sick, dude. Damn, it's getting kind of windy, boys.
Wait, would you come this way or come that way?
This way, I think. Right here, straight down. There you go. Oh! Oh!
It's so better.
Oh! We can each take one of these turns. Oh, but then we're going on these backwards. But then we race those turns and then, you feel me?
Oh, back in this.
Yeah, you can take that way around. I'll take this way. Oh, maybe it might be longer for you.
I'll take this way.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh! Oh, he for sure smoked. He got the shorter one. Yeah, you for sure had the shorter track.
Yeah.
Smacked my knee on the freaking handlebars though. Oh, that shit hurt. Back at Floyd Lamb, we got the villains out here, and we got pump track and a bunch of trails. Now I see, I'm kind of experienced here now from last time we were here with the homie that showed us the ropes. Oh, like this one might be doable for us. You see it right there? It's still kind of steep. It doesn't even look like it, but it feels steep when you go for it. That's exactly what I almost did right there. You good, dog?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Hay bike good?
Yeah, the hay bike's good. Did a barrel roll?
Hay bike durability test?
No, I think you got it.
I'm scared I'm gonna hit my knee because it's so steep. I don't know how it's so deceiving looking. It looks so small. But when I go for it, my handlebars like almost hit my knees. Oh, we're racing. It's like Supercross. Oh! Oh my god! No way, trying to take me out. There's no way I got that much air.
Yeah, you did.
There's no way.
Uh-huh. You cleared it, I told you. Bro, you got it.
I got that?
Here, let me move it.
For the villain. Oh! Dude, I endoed it. That was sketchy. All right, your turn. I'm gonna lay my bike down. Right there. Oh no! Full bit. Yo! Hell yeah! Let's go.
Did I go over the bike?
Oh yeah, you cleared it for sure. You cleared the jump perfect too. You got this jump?
I might have that.
Dude, you're an animal. Oh man, look at the drop in for this thing. Dude, there's no way. There's no way. This looks like the Red Bull Rampage out here. Dropping in. Oh, faster. Yo! Dude, what the heck? It's got horns on it. The Juggernaut.
This guy's the super villain.
Damn, that one's kind of sick. Oh, that was butter! On the hay bike. Yo! Oh, he cased it so bad. The seat came off. No! Not the seat on the hay bike too.
Oh no!
That one fell hard. That was sick. Well, boys, that's going to do it for this video. I'm stoked to see the Typhoon project in the garage now so we can get to work on kind of mounting up everything that we're going to need to do for this RC1 swap. And honestly, I'm a little bit glad to see the GP1 go. I was never a fan of that chassis. I hope you guys are as stoked as I am to see this RC1 coming back on the channel now and in an even better bike. That's going to do it for this one, boys. I will see you guys in the next video.